It's a story I like to say. The shidduch, my daughter got married, my son-in-law. Now, I knew that his grandmother and my mother had connection during the war. I didn't know exactly what it was. I knew they were friends. I didn't know to what extent. My mother came into the Vart, my oldest daughter, and she comes with a walker, and the two grandmothers see each other. And my son-in-law's grandmother says to my mother, like, "What's with the walker?" She goes, in the middle 80s. She says, "Throw it away!" So she says to her, "Are you going to carry me like you carried me last time?" So I said to my mother, "What was that all about?" Nah, can't say. So I maybe I shouldn't have, but I pressed it a little bit. I said that every day they were on an open truck, driven in the elements. If they survived the ride, the Germans took them down, and they had to carry huge rocks. You're talking about 14-year-old girls. Had to carry huge rocks up a mountain. If you hesitated or tarried, you were shot. You had to turn around and bring the rocks down. Absolutely you didn't even have the sense of anything. And of course, each day about 20% of the population was eliminated, never made it down the mountain, or never made it up the mountain. And my mother said she weighed like 70 pounds at that point, 60 pounds. And she said she's staying on the truck. And this, my son-in-law's grandmother said, "You stay on the truck, they're going to shoot you." She said, "So I should just be a show for them, carrying the rock until I collapse?" She said, "You have no right to give up on your life." So we're doomed. There's no one left anyway. They really thought there are no Jews left. There's nothing. And she said, "You have no right to give up." She said, "I don't have the strength to get off this truck." So she went and she carried her. She carried my mother up the mountain. That was a story I never heard till that point. So now that they meet, some odd 70 years later, she says, "You're going to carry me again?" We managed to get rid of the walker. But to think now that their grandchildren are married and there's 6, 7 children, right? Do we understand how things work? How when one person has Mesiras Nefesh for someone else, how that solidifies the Kadosh Baruch Hu's plan for the Bria. So who you are in your dorm rooms, who you are in the Beis Medrash, who you are, how you act. We're not even talking about before you get married. Kal v'chomer afterwards. You don't know what's going on. They're looking down from Shemayim to see.
You've just experienced another Torah class brought to you by TorahAnytime.com.